Hello everyone. Today we are going to read a beautiful poem, and the name of the poem is Books. I think everyone likes to read books, and there are so many things you can learn from books. So we'll start today's topic with a quote by Francis Bacon. Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. So some books you can see, and some book you can just take a look and see, turn the pages and all. Some you read very carefully and you just keep in your mind always. Here you can see there are few cover pages of very famous story books. Wimpy Kid, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Peter Pan, and Alice in Wonderland. So when you see any storybook, then from the cover page itself, you'll feel like you want to read that story. So this happens with everyone. By seeing the cover page, when there are pictures related to that storybook, then we start thinking that yes, we should read that book. Now the question comes in my mind, how do books help us to develop our imagination? When we start reading a book, then we start thinking that we are also part of the book, and we start traveling together and we enter in the world of book and that story. We start feeling like we are also a part of that story. How do books help us to gain more knowledge? There are many books related to all the subjects like general knowledge, subject book, and different genre or different books you can see. So you can increase your knowledge. And nowadays e-books are also available, so you can read e-books as well. Now, as we are going to start the poem, we should know about the poet as well. Eleanor Farjeon was an English author of children's stories and plays, poetry, biography, etc. She won many awards for her literary work. She was born in February 13, 1881 in London, United Kingdom, and she passed away on June 5, 1965 in London, United Kingdom. Now we'll recite the poem Books by Eleanor Farjeon. What worlds of wonder are our books! As one opens them and looks, new ideas and people rise in our fancies and our eyes. The room we sit in melts away, and we find ourselves at play with someone who, before the end, may become our chosen friend. Or we sail along the page to some other land or age. Here's our body in the chair, but our mind is over there. Each book is a magic box, which with a touch a child unlocks. In between their outside covers, books hold all things for their lovers. So there are few new words you can see: fancies, imagination, melts away means disappears, before the end, soon. So here in this poem, the poet explains about books. What happens when you read a book? How you feel when you read a book? What worlds of wonder! Whenever you start reading a book, you enter in worlds of wonder. And when you open the book, new ideas and new people, like the character of the story, you start living with them, and you start your own imagination that you are also part of that storybook, and you start talking with other characters, and you start living in that story as well, as you are also a part of that story. The room we sit in melts away. Like, suppose if you are sitting in your room and you are reading a storybook, so once you start reading the story, you won't feel like you are sitting in the story. You will forget. You will think that you have gone in that story, and you are not sitting in the room. That melts away. That means your room disappears, and you are now the part of the story. And we find ourselves at play with someone who, before the end, may become our chosen friend. So maybe it happens that a character of the story will become your friend once you start reading and you start living in that story, and you will become friend of a character. Or we sail along the page to some other land or age. So along with the story or along with the pages as we are reading, then we'll also sail with the page. As we'll turn the page, we will also go with the pages. Here our body in the chair, but our mind is over there. Body is there on the chair. When you are reading the story, you are sitting in the chair, but your mind, that means when you are thinking about the story, your mind is not there. You are thinking about only the story. You are in your imagination. Which imagination? The story's imagination. That you are also a part of that story. Each book is a magic box which, with a touch a child unlocks. Each book is like magic. It's a magic box. For children, whenever they start reading, they can unlock it. That magic box can be unlocked by the children if they read books. In between their outside covers, books hold all things for their lovers. Whatever you want to know about, you can read in the book, and the book can give you all the information, whatever you want to or whatever you wish to. It provides everything for the readers. If they want to know what you need to do, just select a good book and start reading. You will start taking interest in that story, and it will increase your reading skill as well. Now, summary of the poem that I will say. Books contain wonderful information about other parts of the world. As we read them or look at the pictures, we are carried away in our imagination to new lands with different people who give us new ideas about the world. That means what we'll do? Book contains wonderful information. There is wonderful information in the book and about other parts of the world. And when we start reading the book and when we look at the pictures, then we'll carried away in our imagination to new land with different people, and those people who give us new ideas about the world. So the books gives us a lot of information. We get so fascinated means attracted. We get so fascinated in the world of our books that we forget the room we are in, as we become friends with a character in the storybook or enter a different space or time. So when we start reading the book, wherever we are sitting in our room, we forget about that because we already have entered in the storybook, and we start living with our friends. Which friends? The characters in the story. And we are on different places or different space or different time. Our body may be in the chair, but our mind is in the fantasy world. Maybe we are sitting in our room or on chair, but mind is in fantasy that is not related to real thing. We are thinking about the storybook, and we are in that, created by the book. So we are in that fantasy world which is created by the book. Each book is like a magic box a child opens to find everything they love to see in the world of their imagination. That means whatever a child wants to know about anything, they can find out in the book, and they can open the magic box, and they can get information from there. Now there are a few words, new words. Wonder. Wonder means surprise. Fancies, we already discussed. I already explained it. Imagination, melts away, disappears. Now I'll play a video of the poem and you will understand in better way. Wasn't it very nice? Yes. Now I'll explain about the poetic devices. The poem has 4 stanzas, each with the rhyme scheme AB, AB. I'll tell you how. I'll go to the poem again, AB, AB, rhyme scheme. Same pattern you'll see, books, looks. It means AA. Rice, eyes, BB. Different sound, AA, BB. Again, away, play same, AA, end, friend, BB, page, age, AA, chair, there, BB. Box, unlocks, AA, covers, lovers, BB. So rhyme scheme of the poem is AA, BB in all these stanzas. Now we'll talk about different poetic devices, rhyming words. In all the lines, end of the end of every line, you will find a rhyming word. I'll show you again. Let me go to the page. Yes, books, looks, rhyming words, rice, eyes, away, play, end, friend, page, age, chair, there, box, unlocks, covers, lovers. So these are rhyming words, or we can say rhyme used in this poem. And this poem is highly rhythmic in nature because of rhyming scheme, rhyming words. So this poem is highly rhythmic in nature. And now about figure of speech, alliteration. For example, here you can see what words of wonder which with. So here you can see W, 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 W. So W letter is repeated many times here, 2 or more times, then it is alliteration, and the figure of speech which is used here in this line is alliteration. Imagery, so here images are explained. Sail along a page, land or age. So images, that means some description, imagery description is given here. So imagery, figure of speech is here. One metaphor is also there. Each book is a magic box. So here book is being compared with magic box. But we are not using like. If I use like, then it will be simile. But it is metaphor. Each book is a magic box. So here book is compared with magic box. It is metaphor. So I hope you understood. I'll give you a task that you would love to do. I know. Draw the cover page of your favorite book. You must have read so many books, and I know that you like to read books. So you have to draw the cover page of your favorite book. So this is all for today. Thank you, and we'll start the new topic tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Take care.